Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, for a Patreon cast for the week of May the 25th, it's going to be Light versus Soma here on Largo. Top left, going to be a Purple Terran player. It is Light. And in the top right, it is a Zergy Zerg. It is Soma. We love Soma a lot. He's very fun to watch. Light is maybe the best Terran player in the world right now in 2024. He is playing so well. This is an RJB replay sent to me over Discord. If you want to chat with other Brood War fans and maybe play Brood War with other Brood War fans, join the Discord server. I'll put a link to it in the description, or if you ask for it, I will give you an invite. I do read every comment anybody ever makes on the channel on any video. Even if you comment on something 6 months ago or 5 years ago, YouTube shows it to me as a new comment so I can respond if I want to, but I do read every single comment anybody ever makes. I'm not too big to do that. Alright, so a TVZ here for the Patreon game. Again, for the week of May the 25th. If you're watching it that week, thank you so much for supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. I do appreciate you. I love you every day. As I check on Patreon, see how things are going out there, I really do appreciate the support. It really helps keep this channel going. As a barracks comes up here, so not a command center first from Light, and what looks like a hatch first Aruni from Soma. So if you're watching this in, I don't know, June 2024, maybe sometime after that, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War content. Oh yeah, that's right. The good stuff. The Brood War, the eternal game. The game that will never die. We will be playing this until we are, I don't know, 800 years old because we figured out how to extend the human lifespan into infinity. We'll have to, I mean, I don't know. At what point will we have to change our computers in order to keep playing Brood War, right? I guess at some point, like Windows is not going to be supported anymore. I guess this runs on Mac OS too, though. But, I mean, they're even worse at not supporting old OSs. Oh, I don't want to think about it. I think fans are going to have to keep this thing going, everybody. So, let's keep that in mind, okay? Let's all get jobs in software and hardware development and make sure that Brood War is able to be played for the rest of all time and eternity. All right? All right, good. Glad we're on the same page. Gas, pool. Nothing too greedy, nothing too nuts here. I mean, indicating we want to get some speedlings out. I mean, Light's going to be ready for this. This drone harass. Whap, whap. I'm not going to kill an SCV here. This is Light we're talking about. That's ridiculous. Did I just say that SCV wasn't going to die? Because that SCV totally just died. Soma, you're too good, man. You are too good. No gas still from Light, so definitely not a factory opening. Definitely wants to get a good SCV count, defend with bunkers and marines against any early Ling aggression that might be coming out of here as Soma. Lair is on the way. And metabolic boost getting fired up here too. So, I mean, if the gas is this late, do you want to go take a fast third? Slow Marines kind of marching across the map aren't all that scary to try to take down your third base. If you have speedlings especially, you can kind of deal with it. It's when they've got things like fire bats and medics that gets really scary, and this gas means we're not going to have those for a minute. So I don't know. I would probably try to sneak out a third base here. But the thing is, he doesn't know there's not a gas, right? That's the problem here from Light, is he just doesn't know. It's tricky. It's really, really tricky. Spire on the way, no real surprise there. Second gas coming in, also no big surprise. No quelle surprise moment here either. Academy, yeah, definitely that's an academy. Because we want 2 racks. You're going to want upgrades for Marines and Firebats and medics and stuff. Although, don't really see the upgrades for medics all that much, right? We don't see blind. We don't see the energy upgrade for medics. Do we get that a lot? Am I hallucinating? Hold on a second. Medics. Nope. I have to search Brood War. The internet's like, do you mean you need medical help now? No, it is not what I mean. Yeah, Caduceus Reactor. Am I crazy to say we never see that upgrade? Which is a little bit nuts, right? Because there are definitely times that medics run out of energy, especially if their unit's been plagued. That third hatch indicates probably a bunch of mutas in the future here for light. He's probably going to scan and see that third hatch. But we don't see Caduceus Reactor all that much, and I feel like it'd be a good upgrade to have. Because if you're SK Terraning, it's so frigging important that you have energy on those medics. They're what really kind of keep this thing going. I don't know. So he did scan, but he didn't see the third macro hatch. So third macro hatch says we're going to make mutas with that larva as soon as it pops. It wasn't exactly on time to give him all the larva, but he didn't have the gas to do that either. So it's like a... I don't know if he screwed up the timing with it, or if he just didn't want to go crazy muta that fast. So the mutas flood in. Oh my gosh, really? Wow, my phone just told me that something I ordered on Amazon like 3 hours ago is going to get delivered in like 10 minutes. Amazon is crazy sometimes. Like, I know it's evil. I understand that. But man, the convenience every once in a while, it blows your mind. Anyway, I think it's because I live in the Salt Lake City area and they've got a distribution site here. And so I think sometimes I order stuff. They're like, well, we just have that here. So fine, let's throw it at you. Make you be impressed for once. Because it used to be Prime was overnight shipping or 2-day shipping. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4. Anyway, mutas on the way. SCVs are dying here. This is what you want to be doing with these mutas. I just cast a TVZ featuring Rush and Soma. Nope. It was Rush as these mutas get several SCVs here. Man, this is good stuff. This is almost... Wow. These mutas are getting way too much work done for light to really be happy about. Okay, he finally killed a couple of the mutalisks as they fly out injured. It was light and... it was Rush? I can't remember who the Zerg played. Action! Rush versus Action is what it was. Anyway, and it was a muta opening, but after an early pool, and the mutas just didn't get here in time to get anything done. But seeing that, there were turrets, there were Marines in position. Friggin' Soma just managed to kill a whole ton of SCVs. 25 to 27 workers. Like, Terran wants to be ahead in worker count at this stage of the game. Just gonna toss that out, and is not. I mean, in fairness, the third base is not here for the Zerg player either. Hydra's out. Lurker aspect is on the way. Queen's Nest coming in. 5 sunkening just because he saw how many Marines and medics there were out here off of this 2 base. Saw the 3 racks. Factory, probably just for starports and science vessels. We know the drill. And a little bit of an escort here. Escort. Oh, okay. That's not going to hold up very long. That wasn't even worth it. Like, I mean, you delayed it by an extra 1.5 seconds by throwing an engineering bay there. But also, he doesn't have enough money for a third hatch. Is he fainting a third? No, I think he has decided I need some lurkers because Marines are making a beeline down here. And if I don't have lurkers at the top of the round, the third base doesn't happen at all. So he sacks some of his minerals to make lurkers and then expands. Smart play there from Soma. The mutas, I don't know if they have to be involved here. Oh my gosh, lurker eggs. This one's gonna die. Like, this lurker egg is toast. Toast with the most. But these lurkers are able to buy enough time. There we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's attacking the egg to splash the Marines that are close enough to it. Distract mutas. And Lurker is able to get up there and burrow. So a couple more mutas died, but all 3 lurkers made it to the top of the ramp. That's humongous. Not getting up there unless you got tanks or science vessels with a radiate. And the starport's just finished. So Light goes home. Light says, yeah, nope, not busting up there, which means you're not busting in here either. Until you have tanks or until you have a radiate. Man, finally, science vessel gets fired up as soon as the starports are done, but Soma did this perfectly. Soma got the third base up at a time that worked. He defended it just by the skin of his teeth here, which is super rad. And there's just nothing the Light can do here. Light needs to shark around. Light needs to be like, I'm real big and scary. Look how scary I am. But then he's like, there are 5 Zunkens and lurkers and mutas here. That's just, no. There you go. The best thing you can hope for is killing a mutalisk because it dive bombs your Marines. when they've got their +1 attack and range and stim and whatnot. But guess what's on the way? A Defiler Mound is almost done. Dude, Soma is playing this. This is one of the cleanest ZVT openings I've seen. The mutas were great. They got so much damage done. Insane amounts of damage done. He didn't delay on the Defilers. He didn't delay on the third base. He got the Lurkers up at the bare minimum of time that he possibly could. And Light's just, all he can do is watch. All he can do is watch until this Radiate is complete. He's even ready for drop ships. There are even Scourge up here that are just straight up ready for drop ships, man. Any sign of a third base. Like, I feel like this SCV's job is to make a third base. Oh, are we loading? Oh, we're nidusing. That's that sound. It's either loading overlords or nidusing. I think we're nidusing drones down to this base. That's cool. That's very rad. What was I going to say? I forget. But Irradiate's finishing, and by the time Irradiate's done, Consume's going to be done. Wow. I don't know that I've seen a Zerg player in a better position in a ZVT in a while than Soma here. And again, against Light. Oh, there's the third base. I see it. So it's late, man. I mean, look. I don't want to backseat game Light here, but once you've basically realized that Soma's on 3 bases and you're not breaking it for a hot minute, I would have maybe started throwing up a third base. Like, immediately. Immediately. Of course, these mutas are going to cancel it. No, they're not. They don't want to come in here. I feel like they could have canceled it. At least harmed it in some way. My goodness. Adrenal is finishing up right now. Yeah. I mean, look. Nice Irradiates on the mutas. They split off, peel off. Try to keep an eye on the Terran army as long as they're alive, which is not long. SCV's trying to build a command center over here too. Goodness. Oh, and he's expanding down here. Light's like, I hear you, Falcon. You're right. I probably should have expanded. Let me, like, triple expand for you. What a madman. Ow, ow, that was not good muta control there at all. But if the science vessels are irradiating mutalisks, that's more Defilers and more Lurkers that are alive. So I don't know. Okay, Adrenalings with 0 upgrades, y'all. 0 upgrades. But Adrenal. Clearing that out. Oh, man. Lights. I don't know. Is this going to be a 4th base down here? Sure. No! Kill the Marines! What are you doing? Why are you not turning around and killing the Marines before doing this? What the heck, Soma? You're just trying to give this command center a chance. Do you feel bad for how ahead you are? I mean, look, numbers-wise, it's 62 SCVs to 44 drones. But there's just barely a third base here at 13 minutes. For our guy, Light. Plague is done too. Oh, no. All right. Factory tech switch, Light says. The only thing that can save me now is a factory tech switch here at 13 minutes. But look at all the spider mines. He knows. This is also, my gosh, the fact it's only 1-1 for the Marines at 13 minutes, but the expansions were late. I don't know. I'm really... I don't really feel good about this for Light at all. Is there a way for Soma to bust in here? Science Vessel goes down. I think that was the first one to die today. Plague catches. Oh, another 4 Science Vessels, it looks like. Quick, get her Radiates off before we're too low HP to come into the Zerg bases anymore. But yeah, 4th base from Soma coming in. This, hang on, so 3rd base, 4th base, 5th base. All right, Light trying to do some stuff to make me rethink my position about who's going to win this game, because at about 12 minutes, I really felt like Soma had this thing in the bag. But then Light was like, what if I mech Falcon? And I'm like, you know what? It's going to be pretty good. Again, unless you get caught up in this transitionary period where there's not a lot of stuff. Because you're transitioning from one thing to the other. So... I don't know. There's a lot of Marines and medics out. Keep spider mining these areas. I'm not entirely sure if there's a place, if there's a window of opportunity here for Soma to shut this down. Vultures are definitely going to clear these Lings out. The Mutas try to get it. I mean, at least they're scouting all these bases. It's like, oh goodness. Light is everywhere all of a sudden. He's been macroing like a madman. This base probably needs to be taken by Soma at this point. Just got to throw that out there. Metasynaptic node coming in. More factories on the way. It's Vultures for now because there are no Ultras or anything to concede. Or I guess there are some Lurkers you probably want to deal with. Siege tanks would be good there. Oh, he expands down here instead. Very interesting. So he takes a 5th base down here at the 6 o'clock spot, or maybe, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock or whatever. Light building more stuff in the bottom left, scans in, sees the space exists, scans up here, sees there's Lurkers, and says, okay, I need to irradiate these boys, or get some siege tanks, which, oh, it's Queens. Oh, no. All right. Let's see how this goes for Soma with his Queens. Ooh, he's doing drops, though. You know how Falcon feels about drops. Drops are Falcon's favorite thing. I don't care if you're Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. Oh, good scan on that, by the way. Is this a fake drop, though? Ah, it's a fake drop. But Light doesn't know that. I know that, but Light doesn't know that. Man, I'm really not sure why this is not being expanded to. I love this. Prepare for me. I'm coming to kill you. And no one's coming to kill you. These are empty, but I really feel like they'd be incredibly effective if they were full of cracklings. Call me crazy. Look at him just making Light follow this around and build turrets desperately, and yeah, Lings aren't getting any purchase here at all. Or here. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I think there might be enough in that main base to hold it. Plus, all the Lings died over here anyway, so no big deal. So, Light has absolutely macroed his way into a position where he is just fine. Like, just fine. Muta's clearing out spider mines is very neat. Okay, irradiates, getting some super sick irradiates. Wait, science vessels getting irradiates on these defilers and lurkers, as you do. And that's the sound of many siege tanks, my friend. Ultralisks are here, but not really enough. Yeah, to deal with that many tanks. This base is in trouble. Light has completely turned this game on its head in a way I did not anticipate even a little bit. Look at this. Look at how crazy this is. He's like, yo, I was doing mech the whole time. Don't mind me. Look at the Scourge getting absolutely just nothing done thanks to those Goliaths. Man, where are the queens at? And this is the problem with going for queens in this strategy, is 90% of the time, they're not providing any value for you. Vulture's trying to snipe this 6th base attempt along the right side. Queens busting in, Ultras too. All right, tank down, tank down, tank down. Several tanks going down, but not all of them. And Broodlings can't wipe out the final tank. He's only got 16 HP, but he's alive. That really does cause problems for this push along the right side. Vultures really shouldn't be able to kill this hatchery, but no. Ultras do show up. Spider-Mine's problematic. Lings are rolling into the bottom left here, causing all sorts of problems. I love these 2 empty overlords, man. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's 67 workers for Soma, so maybe he's being able to get up to where he wants to go against this mech. As I always say, unless you're engaging with smaller groups of mech, which you kind of are here, don't deal with mech straight across, right? Don't attack them head on. Try to come at them with drops. Try to flank them. Try to come from many directions at once. And that's how you deal with mech. Man, Light Spider Mine stuff is so sick. He's just never letting it go. And look at this. Okay, one thing for a Spider Mine is a trade that Zerg will take any day of the week. Spider Mine hit was not good, but hang on. Sim City is kind of causing problems here for the Zerg, but he does bust through the opening setup for it. My gosh. I don't know. This base is in a lot of trouble. There are some Marines here, but the Ultras can't seem to get on top of them because, again, of this turret placement. Look at this Ultralisk trying to get down here and deal with this. He can't. He's too chunky to get down there. I don't know what this drone is trying to do. Probably a bad rally. But the Ultras have to back out. They're like, well, we can't get in there. 4 kills and 3 kills. Lurkers killing something somewhere. I don't know. But Soma is in full swarm mode at the moment. He is flying hard. About even on supply, which is where the meching player really wants to be. The cost efficiency of the mech is going to be great. Especially if a lot of the supply here for Soma is in queens. Which again, guess what these queens are providing right now? No value at all. Because they don't have 150 energy. It's like Swarm Host in StarCraft 2, for those of you who have ever watched StarCraft 2. Nice D-Matrix on the tanks, and this Artax just gets absolutely blown up. Yeah, man, Light crushing that like it's nothing at all. Ooh, we got some drops in the bottom left, though. All right, little Dark Swarm Ultra drop shenanigans. Finally, it's a drop that's accomplishing something for Soma instead of just being a feint. Okay, SCVs are going down. They're not really intended to deal with Ultras in any way, shape, or form, which is fair. Ooh, the tank gets back here. Ultra's too fat to fit back there again. Yes, I'm fat-shaming these Ultras. You're too fat to get back there. Queens swinging in. 1, 2, 3, and out again. This is exactly... No, hanging around bad. Hanging around bad. There you go. Get on out of here. The best way to use queens is in, spawn broodling, out. You do not sit around watching the results of your spawn broodlings. Your priority here has to be getting the queens out of there, because if they get one spawn broodling off and die, it's a bad trade for the Zerg. Even if they get something big like a siege tank. Bad trade. Okay, so a million tanks show up in the bottom left here. Clear out the Zerg infestation. But some SCVs died at 73 to 75 total workers here. Scans. Try to see where this is coming from, how much defense there is at this base. How many Ultralisks you have to irradiate. Oh, catching the queens is so good. So good. Oh, 150. No, throws down a parasite with the remaining energy. You know what? That's value. We'll call it good. We'll call it good. Uses a parasite. There's nothing to spawn broodling. Was dying imminently. These Lings and Ultras find, again, a smaller group of mech. That's exactly... Oh, Spider-Man connection. That stuff you can engage with. Or, you know, a single bunker. Bunker really no match for Ultralisk. Never really has been. Okay, what's going on here? The swarm is swarming, but against mech, it's not as effective as it is against SK Terran, even with battle cruisers. More loading stuff up. Okay. Couple Ultras, Defiler, a bunch of Lings. I don't know where they're going. These Queens very dangerously heading out down here. Because, again, Science Vessels can wander in at any time and irradiate your butt. Okay, here we go. Drop, drop, drop. This is maybe a little bit of a bigger, bigger mech army than maybe Soma anticipated here. And his army kind of gets wiped out. Ultras on the run by. This is why you have Sunkens. This is why you have Sunkens. Can the Sunkens reach behind the mineral line? No. Positioning could be better here. Could be better. This is a fantastic game. Wow. So Soma's down 50 supply, and I'd like to point out again, a bunch of that supply is in Queens, which aren't providing any value. Light might have just taken a stranglehold on this game. Donating Lings to the mech cause is not what Zerg players want to see here. They don't want to see this. They don't want to see any sign of this. Oh my gosh, the Queens get spotted out again. And these guys are touching the irradiated one. You guys! Soma, no! Oh my gosh. Well, it didn't die, but it's very close to dead. Which, adjacent to dead. Yeah, man. Light expands here. He's like, okay, good. I've got my half of the map. How about you take your half of the map, and I'll play mech, and we'll see who wins. brother. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a tank killing an Ultralisk right there. Vulture, oh, the drones have to block the Vultures from getting back behind that mineral line. And it totally works. My gosh. Fewer of them died doing that than if they just let the Vultures get back there. I guess they could have run away, but still. I love the one Mutalisk who exists solely to kill things like engineering bays and spider mines on this side of the map. He's having a good time. One Mutalisk, never a threat to anyone. Gamete Meiosis on the way. Which, it's an upgrade for Queen Energy, which doesn't actually give them enough energy to do 2 Spawn Broodlings on a full tank of gas. It's still just the one. Okay, this is what you don't want to see when you bring those Queens in, is them getting obliterated by Goliath before they get a single spell off at all. That is rough stuff. This base dying. Soma, can you figure this out, lad? I don't know. This is looking pretty scary to me. Overlord tanks a lot of Goliath shots, allows a Queen to take down a siege tank. Good for you, Overlord. Lings running into an open field and dying. A couple hits on a Goliath. Good. Better than accomplishing nothing. Splash damage on a Goliath actually does more damage than your attacks do before you get obliterated. Yeah, this base dies. This is why Soma's being a little bit sloppy in attacking it. He's so desperate to keep it alive. He knows what it means. He knows what it means. Radiator and an Ultralisk surrounded by Lings. Lings not getting separated out from their buddy. Except by death. Ultra's alone. No Lings there to help them out. Yeah. This is light mech, everybody. This is what light can do for you. If you're a Terran player, this has been, yeah, hatch down, man down. I mean, technically to split the map in half, I think someone would have to have this base and this base. Or maybe not. No, I lied. This base is half, and then this base would be half for light. He's doing this without half of the map, but he just killed the thing that made half of the map belong to the Zerg, so it's now less than half of the map that belongs to the Zerg. At 27 minutes against a meching Terran player, that Spider-Man run was good. Ow, that one killed an Ultralisk. That one killed some Lings. Someone's getting pushed further and further back to his portion of the map, and this is where things get really dangerous. When suddenly, even to move to the other side of the map, you have to deal with a tank line, a bunch of spider mines, vultures. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, hey, there we go. Some good Spawn Broodling connections. That's what we're looking for. That's why we're here today. 6 more Queens on the way. Someone's putting his faith into the Queen. This is a nice attack. This is a really nice attack, actually. Full evac of these SCVs at the 9 o'clock position from light. It's 75 to 65 workers in favor of the Terran, but that number is now less thanks to this attack. Good evac. Broodlings getting irradiated to death by an irradiated defiler is not something you see every day. Oh, good spider mine placement. It really helped those tanks do their job, man. Science vessels are just feeling free and clear enough to come to this side of the map, find Queens, irradiate them. Okay, and then Scourge gets some revenge there for sure. So it's not over for these Queens, but it's not great. Wow, what a great back and forth this game has been. I mean, I really don't think Soma's going to be able to do this. Down 50 supply, 40 supply, against a meching Terran player, really relying heavily on Queens and just not getting all the value you want. What we've seen in more modern times has been Queen usage in conjunction with Hydralisks, where the Hydras do way better against Spider Mines. They trade very well against Goliaths. And once the tanks are gone, the Hydras get work done. So this is more old school. This is more Ultra Ling Defiler Queen. Okay, this left side base dying. And SCV's wandering in because they think they're safe, I guess. But enough reinforcements coming to clear it out. Spawn Broodling. Yeah, some tanks die. Several tanks remain. That's what we're looking at here. This is absolutely a great game for Light. Terran fans everywhere. Just off their chairs at how well this is going for Light. This is fantastic for him. He hasn't lost this base despite it being under assault more than a couple times here. Overlords, more scouting Overlords. I don't think they've really had anything to drop necessarily. Queens stacking up, waiting patiently for their energy to arrive. Oh my gosh, these ones are so close. They get irradiated. Look at these. Look how brave these science vessels are. There's nothing here. There's no Scourge here. There's not enough gas from Soma to do that. Look, Light's got a bank he's rolling with. Look at this science vessel chase a little bit. Yeah, man. Light's got this base. The economy of what's going on here. Okay, so now the map is split in half. Light has this base. This base belongs to Soma. He is actually mining from it. Small group of Lings make it on top of this 9 o'clock again. More SCVs go down. Just you need to kill a lot of SCVs and maybe some bases because the Bank of Light is actually pretty impressive here. It's again, Ultra is horribly outnumbered on the field of battle. I think Soma just does not have enough gas income to really do this, to keep up with the mech. You're going to kill way more Ultras than tanks that are going to go down. Ooh, is he going to save him? Lift! Lift him. Put him in the main. Yeah. Wait. There are turrets here, though. Go over. No. Get in. Oh, my gosh. Sure, okay. I don't even know what the plan is there. Just keep them safe. Not send them anywhere else to fight. These are just meager groups of Zerglings at this point. Trying. Soma is really trying to make this happen. Soma's probably thinking to himself, with that amazing open that I had, how did this happen? And I think a lot of it is that Light was able to expand down this left side pretty easily. There was a little bit of harassment potential there. Okay, Queens. They whittle down that tank count quite nicely, but there's another mech group up here, 182 to 142 supply, exactly 40 supply ahead here is this mech, and that's almost all you have to know, is that mech is up 40 supply at 32 minutes, and a Zerg player is just not really gonna be able to hang. Again, so much of the supply is in Queens. Can Queens help you? No. That it? I mean, this is really nice from Soma. I don't watch these replays in advance for the most part, so I'm not going to be, not going to be telling you who's going to win this thing based on what I know, but okay. A few SCVs go down, but this base dies, so trading out these bases doesn't help you. You're in the position you were 3 minutes ago. Ultralisk gets into this 9 o'clock base. I mean, more SCVs have died at this base than anywhere else on the map today. This Ultra's gonna die for his mission. Oh, Lings head south. That's your only salvation. Look at it throw down a hatchery here. Look at these science vessels just parked over the main base of Soma. Casual as you please. 80 supply deficit now from Soma. I'm looking at this. I'm staring at it. I don't like what I see. Defiler, get a spell off before you die, Defiler. One spell. Just one. Okay. I don't know why he was here. I really don't. That's it. GG. Soma taps out, and Light is your winner here in 34 minutes on the nose. That is what we're talking about. That was amazing. That was absolutely incredible. What a display. Like, what an absolutely crazy display of Light there. I'm always impressed by Terrans who are like, yes, I'm opening with 3 racks and making a ton of Marines and Medics, getting 1-1, getting range, making it all the world look like I'm going for SK Terran, and then just stop on a dime, flip that strategy, and start going mech while expanding a bunch of times. He got his third base, his fourth base, and his fifth base at about the same time and pretty much got away with it. This was delayed for a while. This base was tricky. This one, too. I mean, for the most of the game, this was under attack. But that's it, man. That is so many bases for Meching Terran player. And the Queens. Again, we've seen most success from Queens against Mech when they have Hydras supporting them, not Lings and Ultras. And I'm just wondering, I don't know. I'm wondering if this is maybe a game old enough that that wasn't really part of the meta yet, and someone didn't know what he was, that was an option or what. But man, look at this, like 40,000 score total ahead here from Light. He got outproduced by about 2-1, but he about 3-1 outkilled. That'll make a difference for sure. 23 to 11 buildings raised, and then we did get an outspend here in 34 minutes by the Zerg player, but only by about 8,000 resources. And in 34 minutes against a Meching Terran, not gonna get it done. Not gonna get it done. So that was, that is, I'm just always so impressed beyond anything else. Man. All right, so that was a GG. That was a great Patreon game. I really hope you enjoyed that. I mean, that was, man, that was something to behold. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.